Now let's discuss question number 14. The values of lambda and mu for which the system of linear equations x plus y plus z is equal to 2, x plus 2y plus 3z is equal to 5, x plus 3y plus lambda z is equal to mu has infinitely many solutions are respectively. We have been given 4 options, 5 and 7, 6 and 8, 4 and 9 and 5 and 8. Now infinitely many solutions, this is the target point we have. That means d will be always equal to 0 and d1 we are talking about Cramer's rule. d2 this is also going to be 0 and d3 is also going to be 0. We use Cramer's rule here, right? So once we use Cramer's rule, when you apply d is equal to 0, so lambda will be equal to how much? We are coming out to be 5 here, right? And when you talk about mu, that means we are talking about d1. So d1 is what? Yes, d1 is going to be what? We have 2, 5 mu. So let me write it down. So this is coming out to be how much? 2, 5 mu we have 1, 2, 3. Then we have 1, 3 and lambda, which is equal to 0. So lambda is coming out to be 8. So you see here 5 and 8 is the correct answer we have. Now friends, let's talk about question number 15. The area in square units of the region A is equal to x comma y mod of x plus mod of y is less than equal to 1 and 2y square is greater than equal to mod of x. A is 1 by 6, 7 by 6, 5 by 6 and 1 by 3 we have. So first of all, let's draw the diagram here. So this is going to be a very simple diagram. So mod of x plus mod of y less than equal to 1 going to be this. This is the curve we are talking about, right? Okay, and if I talk about 2y square greater than equal to mod of x, so we are talking about, first of all, these are the parabolas we are talking about, right? So this is what we have. Now, if you see here, this is the origin we have. Now what we have to find is, we have to find this area actually. This area. You have to find this area, right? So these are all symmetrical. So if we can find this area and we multiply it by 4, we'll get the final answer. So that means if I talk about this area, there are 2 zones. One is, this is the triangle we are talking about, this is the area 1 and this is the area 2 we have. So that means we can use the area under the curves concept, finding this area, and this point is going to be half comma half, right? So you have to just check it out by doing the calculation. So from 0 to half, that is 0 comma half is the point we have. 0 to half, and then we have 0 comma 1, half to 1. So this is basically the triangle and this is the area we need to find using integral. So once you find the area of this, then we just multiply it by 4 and we get the answer as 5 by 6. Now friends, let's talk about question number 16. Which of the following points lies on the locus of the foot of the perpendicular drawn upon any tangent to the ellipse x square by 4 plus y square by 2 is equal to 1 from any of the foci? That is 1 comma 2 minus 2 comma root 3 minus 1 comma root 3 minus 1 comma root 2. Now this is a very important property of ellipse. So we can just have a look at this. The locus of the foot of the perpendicular drawn upon any tangent to the ellipse, any ellipse from any point on its foci lies on the auxiliary circle. So when you talk about auxiliary circle, so auxiliary circle for this particular ellipse is going to be x square plus y square is equal to 4. Now you have to check that this point lies here or not. Yes, this is the third option seems to be the right one, because if you substitute here we get 4. Not any other option is satisfying this particular equation of auxiliary circle. So that means option 3 will be the correct one.